So busting to go for a shit, I walked back to our house. I decided I absolutely wouldn't make the trip, so off the side of the track I go and into the bushes. I whip down my pants like a fat kid whips down a cake in a bakery, mid-log erupting. I hear a sound I don't want to fucking hear. In sheer panic, I looked around, then to my absolute horror, looked down to see I had squatted over the entrance to a wasp nest.
Oh my goodness me.
I glanced down just at the moment to see my log break free and pummel into said wasp nest opening. It happened in slow motion, like those war video clips you see where the missile drops from a plane and absolutely smacks into a vehicle of terrorists. I use the word terrorists as this is what the fucking wasps are. They are now on a warpath. With my arsehole, I leapt forward as best as I could on a steep slope with my pants around my ankles. And it was at this moment I felt the first twang of pain. A sting has fucking been injected to the left side of my puckering starfish. Thank God I'm not circumcised, as that offered some protection to the one spot that could be worse than the previous shot. A one-sided battle was rapidly unfolding, with bombs hitting me left, right and centre as I attempted to retreat in the most uncoordinated fashion. I scrambled up the hill and onto the track, moving much like a scared vegan at a butcher shop. I tripped over my shorts, which in an attempt to kick off had become snared on the lace hooks of my work boots. At this point, the first Suey bomber and several accomplices had become entrapped between my butt cheeks. Now increasing at an exponential rate, the entrapped squad of suicide bombers, feeling more entrapped, went into full warrior mode, unleashing a barrage of stings to within my crack. Then it happened. That one Rambo who pulled a cheeky hit that topped it all off. A direct hit to the top lip just below my nose. The spot that is super sensitive to not only pain, but also to the smell that vividly reminded of an earlier lack of toilet paper. The smell now embedded onto my hand from attempting to free my fucking shitty ass crack from further defilement. That same hand was used to smear away my new Rambo enemy, giving me a dirty Sanchez.
Mad Dog Ways, you've been fired. How's this for an opening sentence of a text from Eva? Because I accidentally punched my boss in the nuts.
This one here, my old man, when he was a young fella labouring for a company, his workmate and he would have competitions who could sit on the dunny the longest whilst on the clock. Fair to say the old boy won the comp but lost his job. Cheers, Brad.
Raymond, working too hard and not letting the other staff do their jobs because I was too efficient. I got fired. No one likes that guy, eh?
Andrew, I hung a sign saying, "Welcome to Shawshank," above our call centre. Tracy, I was fired for no real reason other than my boss wanted to embezzle money and couldn't with me around since I controlled all the money. I warned others and he was caught a year later. I got rehired with a raise and lots of other benefits.
This from Nath. I was working as part of a placement on Hamilton Island. One of the supervisors had it out for me. I called in sick and he told me I needed to come in. So I came in and I was in the kitchen throwing up into a rubbish bin and he pulled me up on it. The next day I got a letter saying I was NBO, which is next boat off. I literally got fired for calling in sick and then being at work sick. How's this from Yvonne? This reeks of a 90s work party. Myself and my workmate organised the office Christmas party. We turned the boardroom into a beach-themed bar. Had everyone come in their beach clothes, hired a Caribbean DJ and food and enough booze to sink the Titanic. Everyone had a blast. My boss got blind drunk and fired the two of us at the end of the night because we had seen him trying to shag the office manager in the disabled toilets. We just both took the weekend off and let someone else clean up the mess in the boardroom and then came back on Monday and it was never mentioned again. Fired, not fired.
I was already fired, but I was pissed off, so I set up a firework inside my ex-boss's chair. Turns out it scorched the skin on his ass, and I got arrested. Still was worth it.
And I got arrested.
Another one here from Margs. My brother worked at KFC over in Australia and got the sack on his first shift because he thought part of the job was he got to eat as much chicken as he wanted. He ate a whole tray.